EA Sports, within the game. That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur to bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chip, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Yeah, you only get a 1 yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Out of the gun, Fields. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now a first down throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tony Pollard, 34 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dax Hill picks it off. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dax Hill picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 7 yards there and a 1st down. quickly out wide. This is Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson from 21 yards away. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
43.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dax Hill picks it off. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Fields going to hold on to it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Christian Watson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man is Higgins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McCrane able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 24, Mahomes flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to claw one back. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win. That's probably... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On second and very short, Fields. Quick slant to Watson. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They go option right on second and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Off play action, Fields. Flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They throw it out right complete. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Christian Watson from a yard out. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game.
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. McCann for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy's stopping.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. McCann now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second down, a run with Breida. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. Well, he's going to take this right to the line to gain, awfully close. But they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. 1st down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
On 4th down, Fields. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nakobe Dean. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.